Good morning. Today we find ourselves on the northernmost shores of Derwent Water, the absolutely amazing location or community of Keswick here in the Lake District. We're in the Northern Lakes, the Northern Lake District today. We're starting out on a hike. It's a hike we've done before. It promises to be challenging. It's a long hike, a return, a round hike. And we're heading to the Wantandlath Tarn. So we are going to be heading down the eastern side of Derwent Water. Then we will start the rise up to Ashnes Bridge. We continue from there to Surprise View. And from there we continue another maybe 4 kilometers from there to Wantandlath Tarn. It's an area I've been to before. I've been there twice before, and each time it was about a year ago. And the week that I was here, I elected to go there twice in that week, and it's an amazing location. The water levels very, very high this year here in Derwent Water. It's been milder for the last, I'd say month, 6 weeks, from what I'm told. When I've checked the weather forecasts from my home in Canada in regards to the Lake District, I noticed at the beginning of winter they seem to get quite a bit of snow, but then that stopped. It warmed up. The mountains have given up their snow, almost. There's very little snow on the peaks left. It's windy today. It's been windy all week so far, regardless of whether I was here in the Lake District or in the Yorkshire Dales. Much more snow in the Yorkshire Dales than here, which I find a little surprising. The trail this morning starts off around the northern section of Derwent Water, past the Farrish Crag to the eastern side of the lake, and then south from there until we make our turn and start the climb. Again, it's a very interesting walk. The light, you know what? We've had some amazing skies this week, but we've had a little bit of a lack of light so far. The grey has just been too intense some days, most days. We live in hope. Hopefully today will be a much better day, but it's been great so far. I have the drone with me in my backpack. Will we use it today? I doubt it, to be honest with you. Again, the wind is too strong. Let's take a look and let's see what adventures, what images we can capture today. Let's go. An absolutely beautiful view that I've looked at many times and photographed many times, across from the northern end of Derwent Water to the mountains in the distance, snow-capped mountains, although there's not a lot of snow on those mountains today. I just finished chatting with a charming lady, and she was telling me it's been so mild, hence there's been lots of rain, and that's why the lake is so high right now. But you know, you can travel the world, but you'd be hard-pressed to find a scene that's as beautiful as what we're looking at right now. Absolutely stunning. The problem is, from a photographer's point of view, I don't have any light to illuminate those mountain tops. But believe me, if I get some, then we are going to capture that image. Absolutely stunning. Now at this point, the water level of the lake has become so high, it's way more than covered the trail, which means we're not going through the trail today. We're going to have to double back, and we're going to have to walk down the little country B road, and maybe that's the route we're going to have to take today to get to the turnoff to the Ashnes Bridge. Again, we've actually gone down that road before, but we've just got to double back and go that way again. An amazing amount of water here. Okay, so a change of plan. Right now, we've had to come across to a trail that's running along the side of this little B road heading south on the east side of Derwent Water. Again, just because the lake has risen so much that the path around the lake is way underwater, probably about 5 or 6 feet underwater. That's how high the lake is up. So we moved over to a trail that I know of, which is the one we're on, and it runs down the side of the B road, which is fine. It just rules out the photographic opportunities across the lake this morning. Let's see what we can find. Okay, right now we find ourselves at the jetty of Ashnes, or Ashnes Bridge jetty, I guess. Again, you can see water levels really high. The jetty is actually closed for repairs, but normally the ferry boat that goes around Derwent Water would pick people up here and would drop people off here. We have some signage on some of the posts telling us that the jetty is slipping, but also telling us that the jetty is closed. Hopefully those that we can remove in Photoshop, because we are going to set up here and we're going to try to capture an image with the snow-capped mountain in the background. So, hey, you know what? Life is good. It's a great location, and I'm glad that we're here. Let's get set up. Yeah, let's get set up. Let's see if we can capture an image of this jetty. Okay, we're set up on the tripod. So again, we're using the Canon 5D Mark II today, 24 to 70mm lens. On the lens, I have a polarizer, I have a 0.6 ND filter, and I have a 0.6 soft edge grad filter. But with that, I'm only able to achieve 1/5 of a second, 2-second timer, and there's my first shot. Is that enough to smooth out the water? I don't think it is. However, let's try going to 1 stop over. That gives us 1/4 of a second. Let's go to 1 stop under, 1/10 of a second. Now, back to correctly exposed. Again, still 1/5 of a second, ISO 100, f22. Yeah, you know what? That is as slow a shutter speed as I can achieve today. All the filters I have with me on this particular hike are on the end of that lens. So this is as slow as I can go today. One of the reasons these are the only filters I have, I didn't expect today to be photographing Derwent Water. I was expecting to do another mountain hike today, but due to the high winds at the top of that mountain, it was recommended we don't do that. My kit bag was already packed for that particular hike and the equipment I would need for that. Hence, we don't have all the filters we'd normally want. Today, I was looking at filters simply to deepen the sky, maybe, not necessarily smooth out water. But it's the best we've got to work with. It's a great location. Let's pop an image up and see what we did get. Let's carry on. Now we're going to start the rise or the ascent up to Ashnes Bridge, surprise view, and then onto Wantandlath Tarn. Let's go. It is along this trail that we come to Ashnes Bridge. We've photographed Ashnes Bridge many times. It's iconic, it's beautiful, it's amazing. And I actually have one good selling image from Ashnes Bridge, which I'm going to pop up right now just for you to look at. But as we pass Ashnes Bridge, we're going to keep going. We're not going to photograph Ashnes Bridge today. We're heading up to Surprise View. I would like to look at that again because the conditions have always been not favourable for capturing an image when I've been there. So I would like to look at Surprise View again. We'll see what that looks like again on the way to Wantandlath Tarn. But yeah, let's just roll a little video as we walk past Ashnes Bridge. So right now we have made it to Surprise View. Again, an absolutely stunning location. The body of water below us, directly below us, Derwent Water. In the distance, behind the village of Braithwaite, where we're staying, Braithwaite Lake. I didn't say that right, but I'll probably write it down there in the caption. So yeah, here we are again. Surprise View. It's absolutely a beautiful location, and even though I'm not seeing what I really want to see for light, I am going to take the time to set up and capture a couple of images, just because I'm here and I've no idea if I'll be here again. So yeah, let's get set up and let's capture an image. So okay, we're set up on the tripod. Again, it's the Canon 5D Mark II, the 24-70mm lens. We have a focal length of 35mm. Take a look at the composition. f11, ISO 100 is giving me 1/100th of a shutter speed. 2-second timer. There, one single image. If we got anything out of that image at all, we're going to pop that up right now for you to look at. And hey, let's carry on. Let's head to Wantandlath Tarn. Awesome. The trail that we're on right now is the trail from Surprise View to Wantandlath Tarn. It's about 2.5 kilometer trail. It's actually quite possibly my most favorite trail of all. Right now it's kind of a wide graveled kind of pathway, which is going to turn into a very kind of narrow woodland pathway, if you will, or trail, and it runs along the side of the river or stream, rapids, whatever you want to call them, the same waters that ran underneath the Ashnes Bridge. It's absolutely beautiful, and that leads us all the way to the tarn. Gotta be one of my most favorite locations. I really wish it wasn't as windy as it is today, because I'd love to get the drone up and show you guys what it looks like from some elevation. I can't do it. Who knows? Maybe another day, but no drone today. Anyhow, let's continue, because it really is beautiful here. let's just take a moment here and let's just enjoy this trail and this view. My God, it's absolutely amazing. Right now, we drop back down into the valley along the side of the stream, the river. You can see the crags, the cliffs to the left of me, and again to the right of me, and we're down in the valley. Absolutely stunning. This has to be my most favorite of all trails, from Surprise View to Wantandlath Tarn. If you ever get the opportunity to do this trail, I would highly recommend it. It's beautiful. So right now, there's enough rain to stop me from setting up. There's no way I'll be able to keep the rain off the neutral density filter. However, looking back behind me along the trail, also looking ahead along the trail and the river, this is definitely where my images are today. Right now there is zero light, zero character in the sky. Raining, looks like it might be set in for a little while, but the weatherman said yes, you're going to get some rain, and he said yes, you might get some sunshine, and so much in between. But this is definitely where my images are today, so we're definitely on the way back, hoping for dry conditions with light, because this could be amazing. Okay, let's continue. So right now we have reached Wantandlath Tarn. Take a look. What a beautiful, beautiful location. And of course, we are going to try to capture an image of this. A moment ago, it was heavy, heavy, heavy rain. Right now, the rain seems to be subsiding, and we seem to be getting some light coming back into the area, which is really what we need. An absolutely beautiful stone bridge, the river running through, the white farmhouse, farm buildings. There's also an English tea room here, but out of all the times I've been here, which is, I think this is my 4th time in this location now, the only time I've seen it open is once. Anyhow, we have the tripod ready to go. There's no camera on there except my Fujifilm XP130, which is actually generating a time lapse for us overlooking the bridge. As I say, just moments ago, it was heavy, heavy rain. Now, the sun's coming back out. There's blue sky appearing. So we are going to get the camera set up. Let's see what images we can capture. Let's stand by. Okay, we're set up on the tripod. The composition right ahead of you. The beautiful bridge here at Wantandlath Tarn. We have a polarizer. We have a 0.6 ND filter. We have a 2-second timer. F22 ISO 100 gives me 1/3 of a second. Nice looking histogram. I'm going to take one more of those shots. Again, nice looking histogram, one shot only. I'll probably take another 1 or 2 shots, maybe a little overexposed, maybe a little underexposed, just so it gives me something a little more to work with. But there we have it. Absolutely beautiful. What a great day. My Fujifilm XP130 is still recording a time lapse for us. And it's set on a 30-minute timer, so whatever that gives us is what it gives us. But anyhow, yeah, Simply doesn't get much better. This is where we are today, and it's perfect. It's a beautiful location to be in. Man, absolutely stunningly beautiful here. Okay, let's wander around. Let's look for some different compositions. Let's see what else we can find. So right now, the rain is starting to come back. I did grab a couple of handheld shots back there also. Intimate type shots, some barn doors, barn windows, things I kind of like to shoot. But you know what? We're heading back on the trail. Time's moving along, temperature's dropping. I'm getting tired. I'm getting cold. And before I do too much of either one of those things, I'm going to head back down the trail. I was hoping to maybe capture an image along that trail, going back as we spoke about along the side of the stream. Whether we'll do that today, I don't know. I would definitely come back to that section of the trail and shoot that area, and I might do that over the next day or two, depending on light and weather and so on. We'll see. Let's head back down this trail. The glare is very, very, very bright from the river. This is my composition. Hey, back down the trail. We said we wanted to stop here and capture an image, which is exactly what we're doing. How is the light? You know what? It's a million miles away from perfect, but we do have some nice character, some nice cloud in the sky. We're going to take the image, so why not indeed? Hey, we're set up on the tripod. Of course, we have the polarizer. I have my 0.6 ND filter, f22 ISO 100. I have a focal length of 50 mm. I have a 2-second timer and a 1/2 second shutter speed. Hey, there's my image. Now let me just make an adjustment to that and go one stop over. Okay, we've kind of an histogram going all over, but the histogram is actually looking pretty good. I like that. We're fine. One stop under. Okay, and histograms are quite a bit to the left. We expect that. One stop under. Let's go to 2/3 stop under. Okay, exactly what we expect. Let's go to what the camera tells us is correctly exposed. Maybe a third over. And there we go. We just collected, what, 5 or 6 different images at different exposure levels to work with. Hey, I have no idea what we'll get from that, but if it's anything worth looking at, let's look at it now. Let's continue. We're heading back now. And you know what? I'm actually thinking that'll be the last of the photography for today. Time's getting on. I mentioned I was getting a little cold. I've warmed up somewhat once we got back on the trail hiking. Getting hungry, getting tired. I think I'll call it a wrap here. Thank you for watching my channel. I don't know if I mentioned this today, but it's Gary here with Gary Clayton Photography. Please give me a like, a share, leave a comment. Do subscribe if you haven't already. We will see you next time. Bye-bye.